mission objectives are to extract the child soldier's commander and their captive, the General's number 2. This child soldier platoon decided to break away from the Mbeli militants. They took the number 2 captive and have occupied an abandoned village. Start by checking that location on your map. Boss, child soldiers will treat you as an enemy, but they're just kids. See that they don't get hurt.
Please select a drop point. The map has been updated.
Be careful down there, boss.
Please select a drop point. Supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
Good dog.
Development project has been added. Please select a drop point. Supplies requested. Supply drop complete.
Reconnaissance is best conducted from high vantage points. I've marked a good spot on your map. Take a look at your iDroid.
The map has been updated. Marker placed. The map has been updated. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. You have arrived at your destination. Analysis complete.
Is that him? Take a good good look at their faces so we can ID. Okay, that's the General's brother, his number 2. Get him out of there, boss. There he is, the commander. Extract him.
Please select dispatch requested. Buddy departing area of operations. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
You've located both the targets. Now extract them. The order doesn't matter.
The map has been updated.
Fire!
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Bisa di sana.
That's the target prisoner. He's injured. That's the target prisoner. He's injured. Looks half-starved, too. There's no way he can stand the shock of a full extraction. Get him out by chopper.
Updated. Support helicopter
Roger.
requested. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Another group of child soldiers? No, must be a squad they had out on patrol. Security will be tighter now. Watch yourself.
Fire!
Please select a drop point.
This is Pequod. Arriving shortly at
Supplies
LZ.
requested.
This is Pequod. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Vehicle drop complete. Support helicopter has arrived.
Fire!
Pangi ya General ya Bakala.
Fire!
Lungu Mosi.
Fire!
He hasn't been dead long.
Instruction arrived at Mother Base.
This is Pequot. There's an obstruction at the LZ preventing me from landing. Request immediate removal.
All that's left is to extract the commander. You've completed your objective. Now get out of the hot zone.
Gaining altitude.
Mission info has been updated.
Departing.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Mission complete. Great work. Boss, about how we report this one to the client. I'll tell them we took heavy resistance from the renegade platoon and the hostage was killed in the firefight. Also, their leader wouldn't let himself be taken alive. I doubt the client will pay us for this one, but we got a big enough reward from the General's number 2 instead. And as for the number 2, he's saying he wants to join Diamond Dogs. I guess he knows what that means for him. He said, if I'm working for you, I can be number 2 or number 200 for all I care. Boss, we have an emergency. Many of our staff are falling ill. At first it seemed like a common cold, but before we knew it, blisters started popping up on their chests and... Damn it. I'll fill you in at the ACC. Just get in the chopper.
Mission
Look
list
closely.
updated.
Those are the symptoms of the infection on Mother Base. The blisters on the body were full of tiny worms. Parasite larvae, most likely. But we couldn't find any adults. It doesn't seem to mature in the body, like a spargatum. We don't know the root of infection, or what causes symptoms to develop. Boss, do you remember seeing these symptoms before? The bodies floating around in the oil facility, the bedridden test subjects at the Devil's House. This epidemic looks just like what we've seen on our hunt for Cypher. So this is the weapon of mass destruction Cypher was working on in Africa. Boss, the situation is urgent. We need to quarantine the infected and contain the pathogen. Priority now is to prevent more casualties. But the problem is, how do we tell who's infected? During the incubation period, we have no way of knowing who's clean. You'll have to try and guess who's infected before they go symptomatic and quarantine them. That'd be easy if we just knew the route or vector of the infection. From now on, if you even suspect a staff member's infected, use your iDroid to order them into quarantine. Given the situation, the men won't submit to quarantine just because I or the medical team tell them to. But listen to you. Of course, it's just a temporary measure until we find a permanent solution. But at least they'd be in solitary isolation so they won't infect each other, and we get the mental care they need. If we do nothing, we'll only lose more people. We have no choice. Boss, open your iDroid.
Clouds approaching.
I'll explain how to quarantine staff members suspected of infection. Go to the Mother Base menu and select Staff Management. First, take a look at the quarantine facility we've set up. We'll isolate anyone who's already symptomatic at the quarantine facility. But we have to expect that there are multiple staff who are infected, but asymptomatic. So how do we identify them? At present, we have no way to tell them apart. But there has to be something for us to go on. If you notice anything, reassign staff you suspect are infected to the quarantine facility. We'll monitor them and then contact you if there's a change in their condition. Correctly quarantining these asymptomatic infected will reduce the number of new infections. You should continue with your missions as usual. If Cypher is behind this, going after them should help us determine the root cause of this epidemic. Also, until we identify the pathogen, we can't fire or dispatch any staff. We cannot let this thing spread. Boss, get to the bottom of this fast. We're counting on you.